Hey everyone, Real Russo here, Reel In Fishing. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm out here filming for episode number 2 of my basic Kokanee series. I'm on Kalamalka Lake. I'm going to be talking about fishing rods and reels, snubbers, some of those basics that are really important when you're out looking for Kokanee. And hopefully we get some bonus footage, get some nice fish on the way. Let's go! Let's go! Beautiful. Aren't these fish just beautiful? And they're even better on the barbecue. Let's go. What a gorgeous day. So I want to talk about rods for Kokanee fishing. So Kokanee's mouths are soft. They're very delicate fish, actually, I find. So you want to have a rod that absorbs a lot of the impact of the bite and of their head shakes. When they fight, they just go nuts. They're a lot of fun, but they go nuts, and there's a lot of jerking on your rod, and if your rod is stiff, they will tear the hook out of their mouth. So I tend to use some Kokanee specific rods. And I'll talk about a way you can do it without that. But to start off, one of my favorite all-time rods, I've caught big rainbow trout on this rod. I've caught lots of Kokanee. I even caught a sturgeon by accident on this rod. So this is an Okuma Kokanee Black rod. It has a lot of bend on it. So when the fish hit, it absorbs the hit. And I always feel in control, and no matter how much shaking it's doing, you're always keeping the right amount of tension on the fish. So that's that rod. In terms of reels on this setup, I really like the Okuma low profile convector line counter reel. Similar to this rod, I've caught big rainbow trout on it. It's got nice drag action. It doesn't give you a whole lot of backlash. It's pretty easy to use. Has a high turning ratio. So when you're fighting Kokanee, they're going crazy. You've got a nice rod absorbing the head shakes and pulling, and this reel is gaining line quickly. So great setup. Okuma Kokanee Black rod with an Okuma convector low profile fishing reel. Nice one. What a beautiful kokanee. What a great start to the day. Check this guy out. What a beautiful kokanee. About 3.5 pounds. 20 inches or so. Let's go. Now another fantastic rod I use for kokanee. This is really an ultralight kokanee rod. It's the Kokanee SST. It's a beautiful rod, even more flex than my Kokanee black rod that I just talked about. Not a ton of money, good on the budget, and it's designed specifically for these kokanee. And as you'll see in the video, it's the rod I caught most of the fish on today. It just absorbs that really nice little bounce and great little rod for kokanee. This particular line counter reel, I don't even know what brand it is. It's worn off. It was an electronic solar line counter. 2 uses and the line counter stopped working, so I don't really want to endorse this particular reel. It's okay. I like the gear ratio and everything. The drag's okay, but just you get what you pay for. You're better off spending a little bit more money on that convector reel than this one. Another beautiful kokanee. Let's go! Beautiful little kokanee. But if you can't afford a whole new setup of rods and reels for kokanee fishing, you can use a snubber. And what you do is you install this snubber between your flasher and the leader I explained before. And look, so it's like an elastic band, and it does the same thing. It absorbs that strike from the fish and all those head shakes, and it keeps you from ripping the hook out of the fish's, the kokanee's mouth. So that's a snubber. Save you a lot of money if you can't afford a kokanee specific setup. So one of the biggest things I find that beginners kokanee fishing struggle with is detecting the bite. So you saw this morning a couple of the fish. It was a real subtle change in the way your rod is bouncing that you have to watch for. They're not super big heavy fish, so particularly for me, I am using pretty heavy duty downrigger clip, so they very seldom are big enough to pop it off the downrigger clip. So you have to really just pay attention to the tip of your rod, and as you're trolling, it'll do a constant kind of pattern. But depending on the flasher you have, the Dodger, the Lake Troll, so it'll be the tip of your rod will be doing this, and then you might just see and that's an indicator that you have a fish on. And if you're trolling deeper with your downriggers, it's even harder to tell. So you have to pay attention. I see a lot of beginners struggle with that, and I have to tell them they have a fish on. So just something for you to practice. Pay attention to the pattern that your rod is doing as you're trolling along, and watch for sudden changes. Alright guys, so I guess that's a wrap for today out here on Kalamalka Lake. Managed some beautiful kokanee. I hope there was some tips and tricks in there for you to use. So next time you're out, you have a great day as well. Don't forget, check out my channel. Leave comments if you have any questions. I try to get back to everybody. There's also some links to the gear I use in the comments. And don't forget, get your corn on video, check that out. See how I make my fire corn and get these coconut. I'm Real Russo, this Real and Fishing. Let's go! Beautiful little kokanee. It'll be great on the barbecue. A beautiful kokanee. Let's go!